The HSA is an extremely versatile financial tool, and most people underutilize it. So what are those primary features you need to be aware of and take advantage of? I've got that and more coming up. My name is Mike Bernardo, the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. Talk a lot about the HSA. It's not a very popular topic on YouTube, and I'm just going to keep talking about it. Why? Not because I'm trying to drive you crazy, but because this is a tool. This is an instrument that many people underutilize, and I want you to utilize it. I want to the fullest potential for your financial life, and many people aren't. I'm trusting that you are, but just to lay the foundation, I want to share the primary features of the HSA, the health savings account. You know that in order to contribute to this thing, you've got to have an HSA eligible high deductible health plan, okay? And then as long as you do, and you'll know that, you know, a couple decades ago it was a secret, you barely knew and blah, 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 but now, you know, secret's out. So you'll know, and if so, if you've got that qualifying high deductible health plan, then you're not required to contribute to an HSA, but you can. You have the opportunity to, and I'm gonna tell you why you really should, and why you really should utilize it to a greater degree than maybe you otherwise would. The first and obvious benefit is that your contributions are pre-tax. When you contribute to a health savings account, the HSA, your contributions are pre-tax. They help you on your taxes today. If you're a individual policy holder, so it's just you on the eligible high deductible health plan, then your contribution limit is $4,300 for 2025. If it's a family plan, or if it's you and spouse, you and child, then up to $8,550 is what you can contribute. So you can see that's a pretty significant deduction that can help you on your taxes. If you're in the 22% tax bracket as a single filer, that's almost $1,000 back on your tax return, you know, double that if you're married. And so that's a big deal. And if you're age 55 or older, you can contribute an extra $1,000 on top of that. So married family, both 55 or older, that's over 10 grand that you can throw into this thing. That's a big tax deduction. And then finally, within this tax deduction benefit, if you're contributing out of your paycheck, not only are you saving federal and state taxes, you also save FICA taxes as well. So the primary benefit, the one most people are aware of, is the tax deduction on the contributions. Second primary feature is its tax sheltered growth. And a lot of people overlook this as well, but this is a big deal, especially as your savings account or money market or CDs are paying interest and you're starting to see how that sort of adds up on your tax return. I mean, that's good news. I'd rather pay tax on $1,000 than $1, right? So great, we're getting interest and you got to pay tax on it. Okay, well, but the interest and the growth within your HSA, you don't need to pay tax on. It's sheltered. And so all that activity, whether you've got it in a savings account or whether you invest it, more on that in a minute, all of that growth and activity doesn't land on your tax return. It's all sheltered. So you can have growth on top of growth, that compound interest without Uncle Sam reaching their hands in and taking some shekels out. And then the biggie is tax-free withdrawals for qualified medical expenses. That's right, this is the trifecta of tax benefits. This is what the HSA offers. No other plan offers all three: tax-free in, tax sheltered growth, and tax-free out for qualifying medical expenses. So our middle child has just had a rough go with his health. I'm not kidding. Broke his pinky. As soon as he got the cast off, a week and a half later, broke his wrist. Now he's having trouble with his elbow. He's a baseball player, and so got to take that serious. And we've just had a lot of medical expenses. Well, if we were to use the HSA and draw that money out of the HSA, it would come out tax-free. That is an enormous advantage. So those are the three primary features, but there's a fourth. And this is the one that many people underutilize, and that is the HSA can be an extra retirement vehicle, okay? You can, most people contribute to their HSA what they think they're gonna have in medical expenses in the near term or in the short term. Underutilized. Contribute as much as you can. Get the full deduction. Have the maximum tax sheltered and tax-free growth, and then any dollars that you don't use in the short term grow for your retirement. For me, all these expenses for middle child, I'm paying out of pocket, and I'm saving those receipts so that my HSA continues to grow, hopefully as the market cooperates, but over the long term, I trust that it will, and I can pull those dollars out of my HSA in retirement tax-free. So here's the thing, there's sort of a few reasons why the HSA should be considered an additional retirement vehicle. One, you're gonna have medical expenses in retirement. And even if you are contributing to an HSA throughout your career because you're eligible, and in retirement you're not eligible to contribute to an HSA, you're still able to withdraw from that HSA tax-free to cover and pay for medical expenses, qualifying medical expenses that are incurred. You're going to have some in retirement, okay? So your HSA can be used for that. Second is the reason I just mentioned, that you can actually pay out of pocket during your career for medical expenses and then allow your HSA to continue to grow, and then in retirement you can reimburse yourself out of that HSA for qualifying medical expenses back when you had an HSA plan or after, and pull that out tax-free. Like that's my plan. And then the third way that your HSA can be an additional retirement vehicle is after age 65, say you don't have any medical expenses, bless you, and you haven't been saving receipts or didn't have a lot of receipts or whatever, you can withdraw money from your HSA after age 65 just for any reason at all. And well, is there a penalty or whatnot? It's going to feel like a penalty, but no, it's just treated like an IRA. It's taxable. There's no penalty to it. And so oftentimes people look at the HSA and say, oh, I can't do that. Your IRA is going to do the same thing when you're withdrawing. So 3 ways that your HSA can be a great versatile tool for your retirement. So there you go. Are you using the HSA to its full potential for your financial future, your financial goals? I hope so. Those are the benefits. Work with your CFP. Take advantage of it. If you don't have a CFP on your team, contact one of my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with K, wisemoneyshow.com. You can find us there as well, or send us an email, info@korhorn.com. All right, there you have it. Go on and take your next wise step in your financial life.